Hello again at the microscope. Gonna be pulling out like one type of rock, I think, or one type of pebble. Look at the screen and think they're rocks, and I called it rockhounding, but in reality, like tiny pebbles. So this one kind of looks like a heart rock to me, close enough. There it goes. Maybe I'll find it later. This might be it. I thought I saw it. Nope, that's not it. Okay, well. So I'm gonna pull out the clear ones today, or at least I'm gonna start out that way. Figured it'd be a little bit faster to go after a certain kind. Although I think I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing when I'm that close. Okay, one of these years I'll get set up properly. All right, there we go. So really the only difference today is that a couple differences. I simplified my stream layout. I didn't really feel like I needed that extra camera. Showing the wide angle view because you couldn't really see what I was doing anyway. I might in the future experiment with that, come up with a better angle on that view or not, I don't know. Got the, let's see, that's probably milky white, so I'm not gonna, well, I don't know, in between. I got all my new gear from Hobby Lobby in action, so mainly that's just my new glass tray or dish, whatever. And got the mirror underneath it, which I don't know if that really adds anything necessarily visually, but kind of makes like a blurry halo around everything. There you go. Guess that's what that is. like a reflection of the object underneath it, but blurred because it's not in focus like the rocks themselves. So I guess it gives like a glow effect. And then now that I have my new sorting trays, I can sort more specifically instead of being limited to 14 different colors. I can do quite a few different ones. And I'm sorting just one color at the moment because it goes faster that way, I think. Plus little sorting trays that I got, I can only have one open at a time the way they're currently configured, so it makes it work better if I do one at a time. I might switch colors after a while. I was thinking of setting like some kind of timer to be like, this is how many or how long I'm gonna work on this color, and then switch to another color or something like that, but not that sophisticated yet. Almost a heart shape there. It's got a lot of facets to it. Almost looks like a gemstone. It's nice to have the glass dish under this, so I'm not constantly scratching it with my tweezers. Just had kind of an annoying feel, and you can also see the little scratch marks. It just look distracting. This one's on the border of milky white, but I'll put it in the clear. I don't know that it matters to have the milky white category as a separate one from the clear or not, but I'll probably make more categories though than I had before. Some of them I felt like, this doesn't really go in that category. I think I saw a few, not very many, but a few red ones. So I'll probably make a red bin. There won't be very many, but still something to do. I'm not sure, but it might be, it looks like there's a little bit of light coming from underneath, which is kind of cool. Just sort of what I wanted. I don't have a light under there, and I don't know if I'll do that or not later, but this kind of achieves more or less what I was hoping for, and the reason there's light is because of the mirror underneath, so it's really just bouncing up from the overhead light, so kind of an unintended effect that basically does what I wanted to anyway. Having the light underneath is cool because a good percentage of these rocks are translucent, so you can see that attribute a little better if there's some light coming from below. I don't know what all those little fuzzy things are. My original guess was when I saw those that those are little shavings that came off the plastic every time I scratched it with my tweezers, and they might be, but it could also be some other natural thing that came along with the sand. I'm not really sure, actually. So if I see a rock that is in the shape of a heart in the color that I'm currently working on, my decision on the rule is that if it's a heart shape, it overrides whatever color it is, of course. Same with magnetic rocks. If they're magnetic, they go in the magnetic bin, even though they might be a variety of different colors. I was actually surprised with that, how many are magnetic. That one's certain. That must be 2 up in the top left. It's too weird of a shape. Yep. Surprisingly, I got them both. The lip on this new glass dish that I got is a little bit high, as it makes it hard to get over. Just have to get used to it, it's not a big deal. I don't know, is that close enough to heart shape? Maybe. know if I want like perfectly clear ones in this. Maybe I should. I might have to filter out a few of these that aren't like totally clear. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. It's just a silly thing to do anyway. Pretty sure this is how they train surgeons. Be qualified to do pick your brain. After I'm done with this. Pick your brain for ideas. This must be what ideas look like. Not ideas, ideas. One of these ideas is surely how to wash your dishes. Probably pick individual neurons. If you find yourself forgetting things, it might be my fault, because every once in a while I grab the wrong one. This is also how they select the individual particles of sand for different colors of glass. So obviously they need clear glass for windows and whatnot. So they have to individually pick out the clear ones to melt down for your average window pane. That's why they call it a window pane. It's kind of a pain to pick up each of these individual clear sand particles. It's a weird shape. Little rod there. Looks like a finger. You can't hide from me. This one thinks it'll get away, but no way. There's definitely a lot less of the clear ones, but there's still a lot left. know that expression, puts hair on your chest? Currently searching for tiny rocks in pile of sand, puts hair on your tweezers. As you can see, look at all that. It's alive, I tell you. Saw this little one the other day. It looks like a face on it almost. Pretty sure it's the same one I saw. That or a thumb. It's like a thumb now. I got two eyes and a nose. Maybe a mouth. There we go. Crazy with all these different rocks, you start recognizing them. Like when you see the same rock again, you remember it. Kind of reminds me every time, or so far when I've been thinking of that. I used to have this theory, well I still do, but I used to think God knows every atom and the position of it, and probably every subatomic particle and everything, and people are like, I mean, some people might think, well, what's the point of that? Why would he care? And does he even have that capacity to track the movement of every subatomic particle in existence? I think he does. Like I can track... I could give each of these little rocks a name if I wanted to. Take a long time. I'm just a puny human. It says he has the hairs of our head counted. So why not the atoms too? He certainly could. I don't know if he's like constantly monitoring every single one all the time. Maybe. I don't think it would break his limitations. I don't think that would be too much bandwidth of information for him. He could do that and be aware of all the stuff that every person's doing all the time as well. I don't even think it would be hard for him. Wouldn't even break a sweat. I think he knows every rock. One time I was on a walk along a riverbank, and I just started like looking at all the rocks. They all kind of look the same. Most of them look gray. Although if you looked at them under a microscope like I'm doing now, maybe they all are pretty interesting. But I just picked one of them randomly up. It's kind of a round one. And I decided that God knew in advance that I was going to pick up that particular rock. And I think that's easily provable by scripture, of course. He knows our goings in and our comings out and all the... He knows every thought that we'll ever think, every word we'll ever say before we say it. He saw that time appointed in his mind before he ever created each of us. So he put that, you could say he put that particular rock there, or he was aware of it. He knew which one I was going to pick up. He might have done something interesting to it that I'm not aware of. But anyway, I kept that rock. There's nothing really special about it. I've had it for some years just because it kind of reminds me of that memory, and just the fact that that's the kind of God that we have. He knows everything. He certainly, like, he saw this time coming from ahead. He saw this rock. He knew I was going to go like this, like a circle, to kind of move these other rocks out of place. And then he knew I was going to put it like kind of in the middle there. He knew how many times I'd have to tap my tweezers before it fell off. All that. I don't know if it interests him much, but I know he's aware of it. That verse that he says, I think David says, I don't remember how it goes, something like, man, why do you care for him, or why are you mindful or thoughtful of him? It's like, most of the time I don't feel worthy of his attention, but he's aware of the sparrows. I believe he's aware of these little rocks. I bet he could track the motion of every atom simultaneously if he wanted to. He knows the position of the stars, hairs on our head. Imagine if he knows all that stuff and bothers to actually take note of it. Think about it. That we're probably very much on his mind at all times. It doesn't feel that way, to be honest. Sometimes I feel alone and ignored. Quite often, in fact. But what we feel isn't always what's true. bet his ability to count and catalog these rocks is a little bit faster than mine. Just a tad. Pretty slow at it. This one's interesting. Has some like dark stuff in it. Each one is interesting, really. Each one is certainly unique. I think it's sometimes fun to look for shapes and things, kind of like people look for animals in the clouds or whatever. Sometimes I see different shapes. I usually see faces and things. I'm looking for shapes in something. A single grain of sand, custom made. Sand pieces, particles didn't always look like this either. I don't know where they came from, how they formed, but you know, all that rolling around in the tide, day in, day out. Who knows how long they've been on this beach where I got them. They come from somewhere else. I don't know. I should sort only the perfectly clear ones into this category. Because when I look at my little stash of supposedly clear ones, there's quite a few that have imperfections in them. Other colors and stuff. I may choose to sort those out or just leave them there. It doesn't matter really. Like this one looks pretty perfectly crystally clear, but I feel like that black thing in the middle is probably just a reflection. But others, not so much. I do have another category for milky clear, milky white, whatever, that a lot of these will go into. This is more just for like the ones that look like glass, really. But none of them are perfect, really, as far as how clear they are. It's like 3 that jumped out in a row. Jumpy. There's a red one. I was saying there's a few red ones, not very many. There's one. Maybe I'll take that one out. Give it a spot here. I don't have a red category yet, so I'll make one. Some places you go, red rocks are all you see. Like, do a lot of hiking in West Central Oregon, and a lot of volcanic activity over there, from the past anyway. So there's a ton of red lava rocks over there. One of my goals, well, I'm hoping to move over that way somewhere. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but maybe. That's my hope. And one of my goals is to hike on every butte. Some of them are hard to get to. It's not exactly trails on them or anything, but last year or two I've done a lot of bushwhacking just to get to the top of as many as I can, check them off my list. Quite an adventure. They don't all have views or anything spectacular, but it's just kind of something fun to do. There's never anybody on the trails or on the anywhere near where I'm going usually. Actually went on 3 short walks today. Wouldn't call them hikes. I wanted to go on hikes yesterday and today, but I don't have a working car, so can't really get anywhere. The gas price is what they're becoming. I don't know if I'll be able to afford to go anywhere anyway. It's insane. Tiny thing right there looks kind of like a heart rock to me. Might not even be a rock. So small it just sticks to my tweezers. I think the tweezers have a little bit of magnet stuff going on because, oh, I mean, I was touching the magnets for a fair amount of time a couple days ago or whenever that was. Always some of the magnetism rubbed off on the metal, I guess. The particle's small enough it would stick. Sounds kind of interesting. Huh. That's funny. I didn't even think of that possibility. I could actually look at the bottom of these rocks. I think what I'm seeing here is the bottom. So I have this on top of a mirror, and I think that's why it looks weird like that. It's kind of cool. Intended. Kind of cool. I'm looking at the top of this rock. This little white rock here. Kind of toward the left, and then if I go like this, I'm looking at the bottom of it. I think. Because of the reflection. Not 100% positive of that, but I think that's what's happening. Anyway, I wanted to just take a quick look at this one. That's a Mickey Mouse rock. Or a little gumdrop with a face on it, something like that. It's kind of cool too. Looks like a monkey face on the left of it. Something like that. I don't know. How to use your imagination. Not pointing at my sticker anymore. I put that sticker down just to help me position things a little bit. X marks the spot. I don't know if I can pick these up as well with it this close, but it looks cool to have them so big like that. It's a little bit harder to find where I'm located that way, but It is possible. That little white thing there is some kind of living thing, shell or something. Well, not living anymore probably, but part of something that was alive at one time. Nice green one there. Oh, it must have some iron in it. I want to get some non-magnetic, well, these aren't magnetic tweezers, but they are steel or stainless steel or something, so they can be made magnetic by touching magnets. I'd like to get ones that are completely not magnetic. And yes, I think this one is blue, which I don't think there's really any natural blue rocks in this stuff, so I think it's a piece of a shell. A little eyeball right there. Looking at you. I'd start an eyeball category, but I don't think there's going to be too many of those. Guessing the sand eventually will start looking like a different average color as I start taking these out. Use much clear stuff, so maybe it'll look a little bit darker overall. Still a lot more clear ones to go anywhere I go. That one looks kind of blue too, but that actually looks like our rock. It's probably a piece of a shell though that just got rounded out. I don't know.
Unspoken, with silence to blame. How she tries to gain the courage to
interesting one right there. Okay, could see a million shapes out of that one. I see two faces. Hey, it looks like some kind of living creature there. A piece of one from the past. Let's try to get a closer look at this weird thing. Smile right there. There's another face. There's another face. Looks like a dinosaur face or something. I always see faces in things. I don't know if I can flip it around. Probably not very easily. Oh, there we go. Interesting. It's much harder to pick these up when I'm so zoomed in. But I guess if I want to manipulate brain neurons, better do it this way. one with a couple different things going on. Nice and round one. I could have like a special category for round ones. The jackpot with the clear ones here. They formed a colony and are trying to avoid me, but ironically, if they do that, I'll just see them more easily. Look at all those. That's crazy. How did I not see those before? And that guy's like, I will kill you if you take my clear, brothers. Get off of me, man. Like Magnet Man. Just have to flick him off. Silly guy. Superpowers. Sure what that little fuzzy thing is. Could be a piece of cotton or something, I guess. I don't know. Little guy that was sticking to me, I'm gonna call him the police rock. He's trying to save the community. Very admirable. Whoa, I almost got two at a time there. Big one right there. Wow. He escaped me this time, but I will find him eventually. That one right there is kind of red. I think I would put that in the red category. Might be brown. No. I'll leave it be for now, though. Clear ones are getting more scarce now. It's a weird shape. I can't quite grab it. There we go. Don't ask me what that is. It looks like a rock, honestly. Like, it doesn't actually look like a rock, but it doesn't deform like I thought it would be. It's also sticking to the tweezer, which is weird. That is weird stuff. I have no idea what that is. Looks like a piece of glue or something, but it's too hard. Like I'm trying to kind of push it a little bit. Doesn't deform, change shape. It's weird. If that's a rock, that's a crazy looking rock. I gotta stick into the tweezers also. It's like, if you're gonna take all my friends and family, take me too. I wanna go to the place where they are. The granddaddy. All right, I guess it's my time to go. Take me home. That's what he says. This guy's got a little parasite. There. No, now the parasite is on me. Ah. Whoa. Never get it off. Oh, why everything's sticking to the tweezers now? I don't even have to grab it, just sticks to the bottom for some reason. Probably that glue stuff I got some on it or something. Kind of interesting to get some ants on here or something and take a look at them, but they would move so fast it'd be hard to keep them in the frame. Ooh, there's a lot of clear ones in this area. I guess I've been going on for over 2 hours. I try to keep my streams around 2 hours just because, well, I could just go on forever, first of all, but Notice that too much longer than that, Odysee has a hard time converting them to a replay or something. Maybe they're too big or something. Maybe I will call the stream. It's so addictive though to just keep going, especially when I see these big groups of clear ones. But I probably should call it a night. Do 7 more. Here's 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Yeah, look at that nice green one. 1. Looks like a little face. Looks like that guy on Star Wars, the guy that owned Anakin. Even got a little blue eyebrow there. Alright, I think I will call it a stream. You can enjoy that face, green face there. A couple seconds, and I will head out. Thanks for joining, lurking. It was relaxing. Catch you next time.